Good morning students, welcome you all for online classes. Previous video we have discussed about array and what is the meaning of array and declaration of an array and initialization of an array. Basically two types of initialization of an array. One is with size or without size. With size you have to insert the elements according to size. Without size you have to insert a number of elements. So now today we will discuss the topic on read or store the array elements in our computer's memory or memory, okay, in memory locations. Now this is our memory locations. Here we have to store our elements 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, so how to store these elements in our memory? We required two variables. One variable is called n. N is array size or length of the array. Size or length of the array. So now I have considered array size is 5. N is a variable. Next one is array. How to represent array? The help of index and size and value. So size I have mentioned, that is 5. Now I am going to mention array indexes. Array starts with index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but ending number is 4, but your size is 5. Don't confuse. Read here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 number you got. So what is your array size? 5. But why it is coming 4 here? Because it starts with 0. Please keep in your mind it starts with 0. That's why it will coming. It is coming 4. Okay. Now n variable is done. We required another variable, that is I. Why we require another variable? We have to store these index values on that variable. So that variable name is I, general. Okay. So now what are the I values? I values are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. How came 0, 1, 2, 3, 4? See here 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, got it? So two variables, one is n, another one is I. I is used for to store the index values. N is used for to hold the array size. Okay, now how will going to work? To store or print, okay, we have to use for loop. On looping we have to we required. So here I am considering for loop. Now I value is 0. Initially I value is 0. Why we have to use 0? Because see here array starts with in which position? 0 position. For loop has the syntax. It has 3 statements. How many statements? 3 statements. This is first statement separated by semicolon, second statement separated by semicolon, and third statement. What is the first statement? First statement is initialization of I value. Second statement condition. Here I am using condition. third statement is increment of I or decrement of I. Okay, which variable you are using, that variable it either decrement or increment. Okay, this is a syntax. Now so that's why we have to first step is initialization. Initialization means starting. So what is our starting value? 0. 0 is stored on which variable? I variable. So what is the I value here? 0. Done. Now what is the I value? 0. Condition is less than, n value is how much? 5. N is what? Array size. Check the condition. 0 less than 5. Condition is true or false? Yes, condition is true. If condition is true, execute the next statement. Execute the next statement. Next statement is what? What is our task? Our task is to store these elements onto on the memory. To store or to read, which statement we have to use? Scanf statement. Scanf statement. Okay, scanf statement is what? Followed by %d. Why %d? Because integer type. What integer type? Our array name is what here? A. Our array name is A, has the size 5. Okay, and which data type? It is int data type. Which data type? Int. So if you are using int, use the format specifier %d. If you are using float, so we have to use %f, like that. Okay, so next one is address operator. What is the meaning of address? Address operator, it will point to the memory location pointing. Next one is a of I. I means here what? Single variable we are using. Instead of using multiple times, if you assume if there is no for loop, then is it you have to write scanf %d address a of 1, a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, 3, 4 and so on. So it will take a lots of time, isn't it? Within a single statement we have to execute our program. That's why we have to take single variable I. I has the value 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to automatically store these values on variable I. Okay, after a of I pointing to a of 0. What is the I value here? I value is 0, so 0. Okay, now it becomes square brackets, then a of 0. It in this position, a of 0, in this position our element has to store, because we are using scanf statement. So see, these all are our elements we have to store in our array. Okay, so 10 will going to store on our memory. 10 is stored. After executing this statement, I value is incrementing. Plus means increment. What is the previous value? 0. What is the new value? 1. After incrementing, I value is what? 1. Then n value is 5. Okay, see here. So I value is 1, n value is 5. Now check the condition. So I is incremented here, next position. Now 1 less than 5 condition is true or false? Condition is true. After condition is true, then execute the next statement. What is the next statement? Scanf %d followed by address operator. Address operator, it has to point to next memory location, that is a of 1, because I value is 1 na? So a of I. Generally we are using a of I, but I value is changing, isn't it? So now I value is 1, then a of 1. In this location 20 is going to store. 20 is stored. Okay. After executing this statement, what will happen? Third statement, I is incrementing. Okay. After incrementing I, what is the I value? I value is 2. Then n value is 5. I value is 2. Okay. Okay, I value is 2. Then check the condition. 2 less than 5. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. Okay. Then execute the next statement, that is scanf. All of you practice this. %d, then address operator, a of, here for 2 or I we have to write in generally. Then I value is 2, a of 2 we have to store in this position, a of 2. Address is pointing to here, 2 is here, so pointing to this. Which value will going to store? 30 will going to store on this position, 30. Okay, done. After executing 30 is storing, what is the next statement? I is incrementing. So I plus plus. After I plus plus, what is the I value? I value becomes how much? 3. I value becomes 3. So 3 less than 5. Condition is true or false? Condition is true. Execute the next statement. Here 30 is inserted. Next we have to insert 40. Okay. After inserting 40, what will happen? Next I is incrementing. I plus plus. Okay, what is the I value? 3. Previous I value. Next value is 4. 4 less than 5. Condition is true. Execute the next statement. In a, I value becomes what? A of 4. In a of 4 position, 50 has to insert. So now 50 is inserted. Okay. After increment the I value is becomes what? 5 less than 5. Condition is true or false? Condition is false. If condition is false, come out of the loop. This is our loop. Come out of the loop. Your cursor is here blinking inside the memory. So how many elements you have stored? 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Okay, in this way we have to store our array elements. Now we print back our array elements. We have already inserted 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, isn't it? We have to print in our console window or terminal window. So we use the same concept, just change the, instead of writing scanf you have to write printf, then there is no address operator, that's it. So printf statement followed by %d, then a of I, no need to use address operator. Then index number a of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we are from these index we have to execute our values. So a of 0, I value is how much? 0. Then a of 0 less than 5 condition is true, execute the next statement. What is the statement? Printf means display the elements, format specifier, comma, no address operator, because we are not going to display address, we are going to display the values. Okay, in previous video you have understood what is the value, what is the meaning of value and what is the meaning of address. This is address. Okay, address is, see, in this way, 100, 200, 104, 108, 1112 and 116. This is address. So we are no need to print these address. Okay, that's why we are not using address operator, just we have to print the value. So that's why we have to use a of I. Okay, condition is true, execute this. So a of 0 has the value at 10, 10 will display. Next, increment the I value. After incrementing the I value becomes 1 less than 5, condition is true, execute the next statement. I value is 1. So a of 1 is how much? A of 1 is 20. 20 is will display. Then increment the I value becomes 2 less than 5, condition is true, execute the statement. Now I value becomes 2. What is the a of 2 value? A of 2 value as 30. 30 will displayed. Next, increment the I value. So I value becomes 3 less than 5, condition is true. Yes, true. So a of 3, a of 3 how much? 40. 40 will display, 40 is displayed. Next, increment the I value. What is the I value? 4. 4 less than 5, condition is true, execute the statement. A of 4, how much? A of 4 is 50. Now check the condition. After incrementing I value, 5 less than 5, condition is true or false? It's false, so come out of the loop. Okay, so your operation has done. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 is displayed on your terminal window. So this is the operation of operation means displaying and storing the array elements in computer memory or address locations. Okay, if you have any doubts, please ask me, and don't sit idly. Okay, and this video I am going to upload on website, so from that website only you have to view or watch. Okay, thank you.